Hey guys, welcome back to Globetrotter Gaming. Today we'll be moving on to part 6 of our gameplay of Suzerain. Let's get going. So on part 5, I believe I met with some of my staff and we were trying to figure out the best infrastructure project, and it was either going to be a railway going from Holsword to Lockhaven, or a highway going from Lockhaven to, what's the country that's like up here? I think it's like Agnolia, that's it. And I ended up settling on the highway just because it seemed like it was going to serve a lot more of these communities over here. Yeah, otherwise nothing more to do there. And I'm hoping to get the railway eventually, but I guess that's further down the road on this game. So let's see what Holsword has here. It looks like we need to invest in Arcasian company stocks. So yeah, let's go for it. So personal investment opportunity has been relayed by Mr. Manger. Who's he again? The Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development. Experienced stockbroker in Ventry City, Arcasia, selling valuable shares of Armadine Industry, an up-and-coming electronics manufacturing. We can invest or let the opportunity pass. See, the personal wealth, my guy only is 1. As much as I want to, and Arcasia I know is a company, or a country that we're trying to align with, I'm going to say no there just because I don't want to use up all of it, and I feel like this is going to be some sort of test where if you do buy it, it's somehow going to be like, nope, you're broke. Like, I'm just predicting that, so I'm just going to not invest in it. Alright, got a few other things around here. Let's just see what we have on the news here. So, yep, I did veto that campaign finance bill just because I felt like it gave too much power to the assembly there. Something about tourism. Conrath Karan. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember his son, I think, is going to meet with me at some point about something working on, like, a media deal or something. Which seems kind of sketchy, but I'm still going to do the meeting. Armadine Industries. Yeah, it doesn't seem like much going on here. Let's see what else we have going on. I mean, I think these are mainly just, like, different reports, and it seems like everything's always overly negative because the country's not really in a good place right now. Let's just go see what else is going on at Holsword. So we have the reception at the inaugural ball. Might as well do it. So I just finished buttoning up my suit jacket when the doorbell rang. The Presidential Guard had arrived to pick us up for the inaugural ball. The Presidential Guard always seems to cut in at bad times. Like, they pretty much, like, cut him out right in the middle of his inauguration speech before. Just saying that. So the ball was a 3-decade-old tradition, breathlessly anticipated by politicians, bureaucrats, and the press, and all eyes were about to be on me. I called on Monica to get the children ready, straightened my tie and took a deep breath. I like this whole, like, story, like, backstory that they have. So suddenly Deanna hugged me from behind, startling me a little. Monica had fixed her hair into an elaborate braid, woven with ribbons. Papa, Mama told me it's time to go. Hello, darling, I'm ready. Where's your brother? I'll say that one. I think Frank is still upstairs. She shrugged. It was almost time to leave. The big ball was starting in less than an hour. So wait, they're having all this here? But I thought it got inaugurated before, because there was that whole, like, meeting in Lockhaven. But, I don't know. Maybe it's not part of the story to think of. I'm just gonna say, darling Frank, it's time. Monica came down the stairs. She was wearing a simple yet elegant bathed sheath dress and short heels. That's very descriptive there. She stayed by my side. Now we were about to begin the most challenging chapter in our lives. How do you do, Mr. President? This seems like a very, like something just straight out of a novel, which I think it's kind of meant to be, but it's like what do they call those? Like those choose-your-own-adventure ones. I'm gonna say embrace her. Now where the hell is Frank? Monica, my love, you look as gorgeous as the day we married. Or how do I look? I'll say that one. Now there's the charm that got you elected. And there's Frank. This thing itches. I feel like he's gonna throw a fit. He tugged at the collar of his new tuxedo, seemed ill at ease. Are you good to go? I'm glad to have you. Let's say that. That promotes he's kind of, you know, very big about his family. Sure, Dad, I'm just dying to go. I can't tell if that's sarcastic or not. Are these people going to be around us from now on? She pointed at the guards. Yes, Sordland's most important family needs extra protection. I'm just going to say these people are our friends. It's alright, they're here to make sure nothing bad happens to your papa or his family. And we walked out the door. I feel like someone's going to try to sell something, you know, or convince him one way or another at the ball. I feel like that's just how this game's been so far. So Frank turned abruptly towards me. Do I really have to go? Couldn't I stay home instead? Let's say that one here. Yeah, again, like, I know, like, the sun's been kind of annoying here, but I want my guy to be very family-oriented with it, because that's kind of what I was trying to go at on part 1 when I was making his whole backstory. So the presidential guard showed us the way as red and blue lights flashed around us, and Serge ushered us into the armored limousine. And the motorcade started moving towards the palace. And Anton, what are you thinking about? Nothing with all that's been happening, and I'm thinking we've come a long way together, haven't we? Yeah, let's say that one. And there's still so much that we'll accomplish side by side. Just remember, the children and I will always be here for you. Deanna seems sweet. She said, I'm gonna help Papa fix everything. Frank seems like he just, like, is pissed off always. I know you will, honey. This means a great deal to me. And the convoy slowed to a halt. Serge rolled down the partition. We are here, sir. Hope you enjoyed the drive. Yeah, remember Serge is kind of a suck-up just based on how it was after the inauguration? I'll say much appreciated. How are you? Good as I can be, but today's your day, sir. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. He's kind of a suck-up. You know, my entire family voted for you. Thanks, Serge. Thank you and your family. I'm here with all your support. No reason to thank me. You are the one who sparked a glimmer of hope in us all. Yeah, this Serge guy, like, he seems like just such a suck-up, just the way it's been. So Serge opened the door. A normally imposing palace was festooned with garish banners. This is very, so I'd say it sounds like a novel, because I don't think anyone uses these words in normal conversation. Politicians, bureaucrats, celebrities, the creme de la creme of the Sordland elite. Good luck out there, Mr. President. Again, I still don't know why this is happening, like, a few days after the inauguration, because I thought usually that's, like, the day of or maybe the day after. I'll see you on the trip home. Immediately found myself surrounded by loud voices and camera flashes, hordes of eager journalists. The guards fended off most of them, but one managed to dodge them and corner me, and it was the Swordland Broadcasting Company. Mr. President, do you plan on working together with the opposition parties and expected constitutional reforms? See, I like how they're hounding him at his inauguration. Like, I get it's their job, but it's the inauguration there. I'm gonna say this night's for celebration. I'm not gonna talk about my policies. Because that's kind of what the whole point of this is meant to be. Does that mean you don't plan on working together? Do you think you can share no common ground? We will do our job no matter what. There we go. One of your first acts as president was to veto a campaign finance law that would have deprived small parties of public funds. Are we seeing the beginning of a more egalitarian administration? Whether the bill's proposed by my own party or not, I would use my veto on it if it goes against the interests of our democracy. Yeah, I like that one. I know I kind of mentioned I wanted my guy to be kind of a, a democratic dictator, but I don't know, just kind of the way things are going, I don't really like how that is, and I feel like it's gonna work out for me to appeal to other sides more often and just really try to appeal to the population. So we'll see how things develop, but I know kind of my decisions have gone against what I said I wanted to do originally. So that's enough, ma'am, said one of the guards while nudging the reporter away. Looks like they went into the palace and a lot of fireworks went off. The entrance was decorated with the beautiful ribbons in Sordland's colors of white, yellow, and maroon. We entered the lobby and joined the throngs of people making their way towards the ballroom. Again, this just sounds, I've said this like 3 times, but this sounds just like a novel the way it's written, which I think it's supposed to be. And there's Petter, who's a really good guy overall, the way it's been. Uncle Petter. I like how they all call him Uncle, because he's definitely the right-hand man for him. Are you sure you've gotten any wiser? I must say, Mr. Vice President. You see a familiar face, Petter and Evelyn, and shook our hands with a firmness that belied her delicate features. Congratulations, Anton. I have to say, the results were clear to me. I'm gonna say that there, because that also promotes Petter, who did a lot to help him. We know you did. You deserved the position. And tonight we reap the rewards. Yes, I definitely need a celebration after all that. This is a hard one. I feel like it's not going to make that big of a difference, but... Exactly, that's why we're here. We could start by getting some drinks. That was one of the ones he could say, too. Spada grinned and beckoned a roving waiter. The four of us each took a glass. And, Evelyn's asking Monica how she's doing. I'm more than relieved to have this roller coaster ride over with. But of course, now the real work begins. Ah, yes, managing the help. Yeah, because, I mean, she has to do the duties of the First Lady there. Don't be so old-fashioned. I plan to use my power as First Lady to advance the position of women throughout Sordland. Absolutely, we'll work together to achieve that. Yeah, it sounds like, I know that's something that's big for Monica to work on there, and seems like the country definitely needs some reforms in that regard, so I think that would be good to be supportive of that. So Deanna suddenly jumped between us. Can we go? I want to see the ballroom. Yes, it's time. Let's go. And then move to the ballroom. Suddenly, you're yet again surrounded by a noisy crowd. But this time, it was the politicians who sought to appease the new authority. I spent the next few hours shaking hands, joining various conversations. I knew they would kind of hound him there, but it seems like it's meant to be a celebration, but I also know it's a political event. And we finally settled down at our dinner table with the Vector, as the band started playing some slow jazz tunes. Oof, that was tiring. I say what, you're already tired? Well... Oh, okay, that sounds bad. Everyone in the room is looking around in confusion. Heather and I turned towards each other, realization dawning on both of our faces. Fireworks? Someone gets shot, it looks like. No, gunshots. I like how it's like, it vibrated there. As soon as Monica heard the words, she lunged from her seat. I'm gonna say shield Monica and the kids. What's happening? I knew it, we never should have gone. Franck is such a downer, like, I get it, but I mean, it seems like that was just a lack of security rather than the event itself. Chaos broke out as some guests flung themselves under their tables, and others ran towards the door. Deanna burst into tears while Frank tried to comfort her. 3 more gunshots. Carl, I'm guessing he's like, yeah, Chief of Police. Mr. President, are you alright? As soon as we saw they were unharmed, or sorry, as soon as he made it and saw that we were unharmed, he let out a big sigh of relief. How do they let, like, just gunshots go off in the middle of, like, the presidential inauguration ball? That just seems, like, what the hell's going on? Status report. I'm gonna say what the hell's going on. 1 second, Mr. President. He turned on quickly to his men. Check the perimeter, now. Paul, Jansen, follow my lead. We'll bring them to the safe room. Now turned to Monica and spoke in a softer voice. Do not worry, the situation is now under control. Please follow me. I like how it's got this, like, building up, like, suspenseful music, too, like, to really emphasize that it's a, you know, dire situation. And we promptly followed Carl through the winding halls and corridors of the palace. His men had still their guns drawn, which did nothing to ease the tension, and Petter made an attempt to break the silence. What an effing night. It's not over yet. Shh, not now. Can you shut your mouth, or you can say that again? Yeah, that seems like it's more, breaks the tension, doesn't cause more of it. Carl turned to us with a serious face as we were about to round the corner. Quiet, please. Sorry, I talk when I get nervous. Like how his wife tells him to shut up. A hidden staircase leading to a large reinforced door. Inside, a set of emergency lights flickered on. Small security monitors on the wall displayed grainy footage of each room. Alright, so looks like they get in the safe room there. He stepped away and made a few radio calls. So tell me, do I have clowns for security force? Are we under attack? Who's attacking us? I'm just gonna say, so what's the status? Like, try to keep it as calm as I can. Carl's radio suddenly cracked to life. When it fell silent, he turned to us. Good news, we're not in any danger. The situation has been dealt with and the perimeter has been secured. He glanced toward Monica, Evelyn, and the kids. If I may, sir. He gestured towards a more private corner. This is what we know so far. We've confirmed that two people were gunned down in front of the palace. The attacker is one of them, and we have reasons to believe he was working alone. Okay, so lone actor, but it's probably going to be like some foreign thing that also did the burning of the library from the, like, 4th or 5th part. He fired 3 shots at an MP, 1 to the head, 2 to the body, instantly killing him. Jeez. The guards immediately shot and killed the attacker. He's not yet been identified and will require an investigation. Jeez. And it was Bernard Circus. Who was... I forgot who he... I saw him earlier. I'm trying to remember exactly what purpose he was. This is huge. This will cause a lot of problems. A lot of problems. He pulled out 2 cigarettes and handed me one, then turned to Evelyn. And he could hear... I could hear him trying to reassure her that everything was going to be alright. Monica was still trying to tend to the kids. And just comfort them. Nothing like this will ever happen again. I'll make sure of it. I'll say we are safe. We can't be sure of anything anymore. Lit my cigarette, took a deep drag. I was gonna see through and keep my family safe. At all costs. So dramatic. I crushed the cigarette. Alright, so, yeah, that was a lot more dramatic than I expected it to be. So, yeah, otherwise I think that'll do it for this part of the series then. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for Part 7.